I want to talk about the SMP saddle. Why I think and guarantee this is the most comfortable saddle you will ever ride. There are unique aspects about this saddle that are not used in any other saddle. First is the shape. It has a natural, what we call bathtub design. What this allows you to do is drop into the same part of the saddle every time. Gravity will naturally bring you to the center where we want to put you and make sure that you stay in the same place. Consistency in your position on the bike is one of the key ways to stay comfortable. Second of all, the shape of this saddle interfaces with your bone structure, not your flesh. And while your bones are holding you up, the flesh is allowed to move freely rather than becoming a friction point on the saddle. This eliminates friction, chafing, and these are the typical things that make you uncomfortable in the saddle. Lastly, the durability of the saddle. The rails are replaceable if they bend, so your investment in the saddle is protected. The pivots on the saddle allow the saddle to move more freely under your body so that it can rock and rotate with you rather than working against you, once again generating friction. Lastly, the carbon composite underneath is very long-lived and doesn't wear out. This is a very common issue with every other saddle you're going to see. They're made of plastic underneath, that plastic wears out, and the saddle deforms and eventually breaks. Finally, the handmade leather is all hand done in Italy. The saddle rails are made of steel. This also adds to the longevity of the saddle. And finally, the nose of the saddle and the gap also help with all kinds of nerve issues, which a lot of you, I'm sure, are familiar with.